morning. Let's rise and sing. Let's sing our hearts out this morning. Good morning.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. It's true. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Let's say that again. God gives me everything I need. One more time. God gives me everything I need.
Yes, welcome to the Redondo Beach Center for Spiritual Living. What a great place to be on a Sunday morning, yes? Amen. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Love is my source. God is my source. Peace is my source. It's really true. We reach within for our source of all good. We know it's going to be a good day because we're here, right? We bring the party with us. We bring the celebration with us. We bring the joy with us. We're not waiting to see what's going to happen. We know that we're going to have joy because we brought the joy with us. Yes, amen? Amen. Amen. I'm Reverend Gregory Toole. What a joy it is to be with all of you today. Welcome to all of you who are online. We appreciate you so much. What a dynamic community online. I love all the comments that come in. Yay, let's give some love to the people online. We know that you're right here with us, really. There's no time or space in God, so we feel your presence right here, and I feel your presence, those of you who are sitting here before me today. The only thing is we haven't perfected the virtual hug yet. I'm still working on perfecting the virtual hug, because those hugs after service are pretty awesome, too. Well, we've got a great service in store, and before we get rolling along, our beloved staff minister, Reverend Catherine McKinney, is going to give us our announcements, and here she is.
So before I really dive into the announcements, we have the usual announcement about silencing your phone. And while you're doing that, I will confess that mine is not silenced over there, but it will be shortly. So if you hear a muffled sound, ignore that. Just ignore that. So as we get started, our Science of Mind class will begin on June the 23rd. This is an affiliated class, and it is called Spiritual Economics. And it's June the 23rd, which is a Tuesday. It's at 6 p.m. So you are welcome to take this class if you are ready to continue on with your studies or your acquisition of accreditation classes. It is going to be facilitated by our senior minister, the Reverend Gregory Toole, and so he welcomes all who are able to come and are willing to learn more stuff. For those of us who are new to the center, and perhaps you have questions about what is it that we talk about here, what do y'all believe? There is a place to answer those questions, and it's right here in the sanctuary today at 12:30. Again, our own Reverend Gregory Toole is going to be facilitating a discovery class. So you get to discover those things you don't know. If you're interested in being part of us, this is the way that you can affiliate, join, become a member, whatever your ideas about that are. So that's today at 12:30 right here. Now we are having a special thing with our teens today. The t-shirts are in, and so they're going to come in, and I'm going to welcome this whole bunch of teens who are coming up here. And they are going to share with you a lot about their program and what they are doing. And I am handing the microphone to Jacob.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jacob, and we're excited to unveil our t-shirts designed by us for you. And this is Camille. Camille, can you turn around really quick? We have a quote from Ernest Holmes in the back, and our logo, and the teaching symbol on the sleeve, and on the front, we have another logo for the Redondo Beach Center of Spiritual Living. Today we have sizes small through extra large. If you need a different size than that, just please let us know. We'll include it in our next order. Suggested love donation is $25 a shirt, and all proceeds go to sending us to summer camp, which we're really excited about. I had the opportunity to attend winter camp, and thanks to your generosity, I had an amazing time. I speak for all of us when I say we are really excited to go to summer camp, and we'll tell you all about it when we get back. See you after service in Richelieu Hall. If you put your size pre-order, we'll have this standing by at our pickup by your name. In addition to that, we have about 10 of each size available for purchase today. We can always order more if they sell out. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here. I think that's wonderful. They're handing me a t-shirt, not just so I can promote it, but it's because I bought one. And so I bought one because I wanted to be able to do all this. And I will say that they've been hinting that they might do a tie-dyeing job, and I'm going to sign up for that too if they end up doing it, because I like colorful t-shirts. So that could happen. Sir, what? Was there a question?
No, what does it say on the back?
What does it say?
Oh.
It says, what you think, you
Now,
become.
isn't that a familiar idea? What you think, you become. And so when we wear that t-shirt, we're selling that idea. And maybe somebody will come up and say, what does that mean? And you get to say. So come to Discovery class if you're wondering about that. You can find out. So we are also looking forward to ecstatic, and that's not exotic, ecstatic dance coming up on June the 10th. So it's happening soon. And we also are looking forward, although it's a few months away, to our spiritual retreat, which is happening on a holiday weekend in October. It is October 9 through the 12th. And so we'd love to have you be a part of that retreat. We're pulling all kinds of things together. We're inviting other centers. It's really going to be wonderful. And I know I'm planning on coming. So I am just saying, I think it's a great idea. And this will be the first one we've done in a while, and definitely the first one we've done at American Jewish University, which is in Simi Valley, which is not very far away to drive and to get to. We also have pricing plans, so you can check out the flyers. There's always flyers for everything that we talk about, so you can get more information. Now, what's happening next Sunday is really important to me. It is Juneteenth, and it's on June 14th this year. So we are inviting you just to come together as a congregation, as a community, to join us in Richelieu Hall. We are going to begin, we'll have appetizers so you don't go hungry during the program. The program runs about an hour, and we will have a really lively program, great music, some education, and we have a guest speaker that's coming in her name is Tracy Brown, and she is really going to do a wonderful job of teaching us, helping us, and getting into the spirit of Juneteenth. And she's a very celebrated speaker, so I'm looking forward to everyone hearing her, as well as all the other events that we have in that program. So please sign up at the food sign-up sheet so you can tell us that you're bringing a dish, because without food, I mean, this is not the same celebration. I'm bringing food, and I hope many of you are. If you share what you're bringing, or at least the type of food, it helps. It helps all of us feel good about all of that. So if you are also interested in the Psychic Fair, which is an event that we've had at this center a number of times, it's happening the last weekend of the month, which is Saturday, June the 27th, and Sunday, June the 28th. It will take over Richelieu Hall with all the different vendors, even be out in the foyer. It's a big, big event. Many people come from all over who are not from our center, and we have a few wonderful people who first came to this center by coming to that event. And so you just have a great opportunity to learn things, buy things, just be a part of what's going on at that. It's called the Psychic and Healing Arts Fair, and I guarantee you there's a nice flyer out there about that. In the month of June, there will be no Death Cafe meeting, but it will meet again in July. That's July the 18th. What we do have this month, and it is this coming Friday, is the Author Speaker Series, which is Friday, June 12th, and it begins with the wonderful, and I'm looking for her because I was going to ask her to stand up, Laura Chavez Weintraub. You know her from many, many things, and she is this Friday's speaker. Women's Circle will not be meeting next Sunday, which is Juneteenth, and they're canceling the June meeting, but when they meet in July, which is going to be on July the 14th, they're going to meet at Wilderness Park. So if you're in the Women's Circle, you are welcome to meet with them and talk with all of the people that are in there, and they'll help you with all of that. We are continuing to invite you to bring a can of food when you come on Wednesdays or Sundays, or maybe Wednesday and Sundays, as you bring food to keep our pantry supplied so that we may assist those people who come in need. It's something we just want to do for the community, and you're participating in that by bringing food, and we thank you for that. There'll be another potluck that's coming up on Wednesday, June the 17th, and this is way different from Juneteenth. This is a vegan potluck. And you do not want to think that this is not good food. I've been to, I think, every one we've had. There's fantastic food for people who are not vegans. And so it's very enjoyable. You get to explore that concept. So that's on Wednesday. It's at 6 p.m. is when it begins. And lots of people you don't know may be coming. So it's a really, really great fun event. Now we're having a luau beach party. That is, the music is provided by the Soundscape Orchestra. It's one of our favorite orchestras. They have a wonderful event. If you like to dance and you like to be a part of something like that, this is something to do. Many people come to this event simply to dance, so you get to meet a lot of new people. So that is on Friday, June the 19th, and it's at 6 p.m. It goes from 6 until 8. So consider that for your entertainment on that particular Friday. Everything we're talking about is out there on that activity table. Keep remembering that if you have any questions about times or any cost or anything associated with it. New friends. We have some new friends. I know we do. And so I invite you to raise your hand. Laura here has a bag. There are some people in the back with bags. If you would like to have, I think I see a tentative hand, yes, over on the aisle there, Laura. And this is just a bag that introduces you to our center, and we're very glad you're here. So if for any reason you choose not to raise your hand, I think you can get a bag at the counter. All you have to do is ask. Thank you so much. Now, if you need prayer today, we are a prayer center, and so we are very eager to offer that to you. Right here by this very large grand piano, there is a circle of people that gather for prayer, and there is a practitioner leading this prayer. It's a wonderful opportunity to have prayer today. And we all need prayer sometimes. So let's consider that if you would like to today. The Wednesday inspirational service, this coming Wednesday, is Reverend Mary Morgan is the host, and Elise Carver is going to be doing the wonderful music. If anybody, I hear things that I don't know if I'm getting corrected in some way or not, so I'm just making sure. So, and the last thing we almost always say, but it's not the least important, is how much we thank those people who volunteer. It is really what's the glue that holds together almost any church. It is wonderful, no matter how little or how much you do. You're wonderful, wonderful. So thank you for that. And so we just take a breath and we relax into this moment as we move into a meditation time.
I would like to invite you all to turn within for a moment, to take a deep breath, and close your eyes. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. I am held, I am whole, I surrender to it all. When I trust and let go, then I know that all is well. All is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. I am held, I am whole, I surrender to it all. When I trust and let go, then I know that all is well. All is well.
In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. This is the promise of the Spirit right within our own being. Right within me is the presence of the divine. Right as me is the presence of the divine. For there is just this one life, this one power, this one infinite presence that has its existence, its center everywhere, and its circumference nowhere, for it is infinite. And so I know that I am a divine center of infinite consciousness. I know this to be the truth of each one of us here, the truth of each one that concerns us, each being a unique way that the divine is finding expression. And so it is in this awareness that I know that the joy of God, the peace of God, the love of God at the center of our being is expanding and filling up this space today in such beautiful ways that it is healing, it is uplifting, it is opening, it is dissolving of anything that would seem unlike the truth of our being. And so I know something wonderful, dynamic, and amazing is happening here today. That we leave here changed, expanded, more clear on the truth of who we are. And that which seems to limit us or hold us back dissolves into the nothingness from whence it came. I just bless this service. I am so grateful that we get to experience this today. In gratitude, I release this word. I let it be, and so it is. Amen.
So, do you remember reading Crime and Punishment in high school or college by Dostoevsky? Just to refresh our memories, the main character is Raskolnikov. These are words that are tough, right? He was a celebrated law student, but he was living in poverty, and he decided that to care for his relatives, he would both steal and kill a greedy pawnbroker. And he planned and carried it out because he convinced himself that it was morally acceptable to kill her. He expected the crime to be easy, but when her sisters showed up, he had to kill her as well. He became totally overwhelmed with the act he had committed in days following, months following, and the novel spends pages and pages detailing the mental and physical anxiety and torment he endured afterward. So although our mistakes are not quite of that caliber, they still can lead us to dark places within. Some mistakes we may be able to make amends for, but there are times when we cannot. Those are the ones that can fester into punishing ourselves forever and lead to feelings of guilt and shame. So we have to address these issues to learn from them. A study done at Stanford University showed that forgiving ourselves has both mental and physical benefits, including lowering stress and even helping the body to heal. Mistakes can increase our awareness of ourselves mainly by showing us a lesson we needed to learn. And then we decide what we can do differently. So Ernest Holmes said on page 502 of the Science of Mind text, "We suffer as long as we make mistakes, and we heal when we come to Spirit for that cleansing that converts them to great lessons, ever pointing the way to truth, beauty, to life, health, happiness, and success." It's scientific, he goes on, for one to let go of troubles and errors, to feel that they no longer affect him. He has learned the lesson and is willing to turn from all that hurts to the great light, and Spirit will make him whole again. So how exactly can we do this? How can we overcome guilt? As always, we need to allow ourselves to feel the feelings, but then we can try using our spiritual practices and meditation and prayer, always the first step. But some have used journaling, what's called truth journaling, where one column lists lies that guilt is telling us about ourselves, and one for the greater truth, which is that Spirit ever renews us. Another is to write ourselves a forgiveness letter, just as a best friend would. We can also ask ourselves how this will affect us in the future, in a year from now, to realize if the feelings are temporary, since we can magnify situations when they can sometimes be improved. And perhaps we can imagine guilt as a bird flying high and away. Our need to do this can be based on learning to love and accept ourselves, and we must do this to be able to do so for others. So we have all made mistakes, but we don't have to live in the past. We can decide to know that a former action doesn't define who we are today. We are not our mistakes, we are what learns from them. So rather than wallow in guilt and shame, we can know we have learned and choose to unleash our future by forgiving ourselves today. And so it is.
The Joyful Waves Choir. Thank you so much, choir. That was beautiful. Yes. So we got to step on up here. Step into your power. Life is quite amazing, isn't it? Life is quite amazing even when it isn't, right? Even when it's difficult and hard, it's still amazing. That's what I love about being conscious, being awake, being aware. Who else loves being conscious, awake, and aware? It's an amazing ride. You know, we've had an amazing weekend here. Some of you probably, how many of you have been here since Friday? You were here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A number of us, right? Isn't that amazing to be a part of a community where you've got so much joy and so much amazing things going on that we just show up here? I just love that, right? That we're just like here. Even got me over here on a Friday, and Fridays are like my day. I guard very carefully. I don't, it's the one day I take off. But we had kirtan here on Friday, and it was just too good not to come over here and be with. And yes. Thank you, Elise, for your part in bringing that to us. And it's a practice that I've done for many years, and it's a core practice for me. So we're going to be bringing that here on a regular basis. We're working on it. We're going to bring it here on a regular basis. So it's a practice that I always feel like once we're really into it, I feel like I'm not even sitting on the floor anymore. I'm just like off the floor, levitating. So, and I'm convinced that one of these days I'm going to open my eyes and I literally will be off of the floor. I'm absolutely convinced of that. So just come, if for no other reason, just come for that, to see that moment when liftoff happens. Yeah, we had kirtan on Friday. We had our first Meditate for Peace event here on Saturday morning at 9. It was beautiful and wonderful. And then we had our sound bath with Sarah Kurvila after that, which was also awesome, although I didn't get to stay for that because we had another thing going on, which was the Celebration of Life service for our own Dan Jimenez on Saturday as well. One of our longtime people here, he and his wife, Sonia, who attends here. It was a beautiful celebration of life, And that all comes off of me performing the service a week before that for my own mother, right? And so I've been in that space of grief, and yet that's when I say that being conscious and being awake and aware is such a powerful thing, right? Because it doesn't take away this human experience called grief, and that the emotional system and the body and various aspects of me need tending to, but it does, being awake and aware does allow me to still access that joy, to still access that presence. And that's what I love about being awake, aware, and conscious. It's kind of like what I was saying when before we even got going here today, that we bring the joy with us. We're not waiting to see what's going to happen in life. We bring the joy with us. And this talk today really is about contemplation, but it's not just contemplation in a sense of, like normally we might think of contemplation as we read something or we take a spiritual idea or a spiritual principle, and then we kind of mull it over, we kind of be with it. But contemplation can also be the way that we walk this life, because contemplation is it's kind of how we approach this life, how we see what we're seeing, right? There was a question in the Advanced Consciousness Studies class on Thursday night. It says if something happened that we think of in our judgment as shouldn't happen, like if Jesus were here, would he even see that? Like, would he even see it? And then what we came to is that it's not whether he would see it or not, it is what would he see, right? Because we see through the lens of our own consciousness and our own awareness, yes? Yes. So two people can see the same thing and see something totally different. So it's like, how are you, how am I, how are we showing up to life? Not how is life showing up to us, because we already know, right? Life's going to present us all kinds of things. Things that we really like, things that we don't like. But how are we showing up to life? Or as one minister used to say in San Francisco, and I just realized he's been the minister of our church in San Francisco for over 30 years now. That's amazing. When I first came in to Science of Mind, he was just beginning to launch his ministry, and he's been a minister there for 30 years now. And if people would say to him, hey, how's life treating you? He would say, life is treating me well because I'm treating life well. He would say, how am I treating life? That's the question. How am I treating life? So I want to talk to us today about how we're doing our spiritual practice, how we're walking on this earth. Are we getting into our center? Do we start our morning? How many of you start your morning getting absolutely centered before you even walk out the door? Getting absolutely centered and grounded. Yes, beautiful. Good work. When we do that, when we get centered and grounded before we even go out, Joel Goldsmith used to say that he wouldn't get up and go anywhere from his home until he was clearly aware that God is on the field. That God is on the field. Not theoretically or conceptually, but that in his being, he was feeling the presence of the divine in his being. So I'm talking to you today about how do we approach this life? And do we live this life from the place of deep centeredness, right? Deep centeredness, so that everything we see before us, we see in that context. Do we notice all the beauty that's all around us? It's so easy, right, to be walking around. Here we are living in this beautiful place. It's so easy, right, to be walking around with a frown on our face, right? And it's like we're walking around with beauty all around us. The people, take a look at the people who are around you right now in this room. Take a look at the people and just give a little wave like, hey, I see you. We're walking amongst amazing beings. Sometimes I notice when we're just kind of passing by each other, like, yeah, okay, yes, we're, quote, strangers, but we're walking by each other as if nothing happened, right? We're just like, I'm in my own little world here. You know, we're walking by amazing beings. Like we're passing by amazing beings all the time. Are we taking that in? Are we taking in that this person coming toward me right now is like this amazing being? And I am this amazing being out there blessing everyone else. It's all within us, this contemplation. When you come to the service, when you read the spiritual text, when you go to a workshop, are you trying to figure out, is what is said true? Or is there that place in you that is so centered, that is so connected to the source of truth within your own being, that you're simply recognizing truth when you see it, and recognizing what is not truth when you see that as well? The truth is all right there within us. The truth is right at the center of your being already. The source of all wisdom, the source of all truth is right at the center of each one of us. Ernest Holmes, our founder, talked about intuition, this faculty we have called intuition. And he talked about it being a faculty that is a faculty where we come to the truth without any process of reasoning. In other words, we're not deducting like, well, therefore this, therefore this, therefore this. There is that within us that just knows. There is that within us that just knows. Say to someone, there is that within you that knows. So much of life, I find, often we're walking around as if the answer's out there, as if someone else has the answer. And as much as I am enjoying AI, I mean, AI is awesome. I mean, to go and sort of check on things and research things. But let us not have AI be one more thing that tells us the answer is outside of ourselves. Someone said, yes. Someone said, oh yeah, we're like, it's either we suddenly all got smarter, right? Right, everyone can write a brilliant paper now. It's like we either all suddenly got smarter or we all suddenly got less intelligent, right? Because we have to use these faculties we have. We have these beautiful faculties of knowing truth. And everything there is to know is within our own being right now. When it comes to anything important, any wisdom there is for us to know, we can know already within our own being. We don't have to go ask the minister. We don't have to go ask the practitioner. We don't have to go ask ChatGPT. So we get centered every morning. We get centered every morning, and we get grounded, and we take a few breaths, and we feel into the presence of the divine right where we are. And in getting centered and grounded in that, we start to see life. We start to live life from the inside out instead of from the outside in. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we're living life from the inside. How many of you trust people? Yeah, I like that. Claudia said, which people? What's she talking about, Willis? Which people? Yeah, what I say is the only thing we need to trust is the presence of divine wisdom within ourselves, right? We're always trusting that so that I will be guided away from anyone who might do me harm. And I could trust someone immediately who I've met for the first time because that inner awareness, that inner knowing says, yes, all is well right here. Someone I've just met for the very first time, and it could be someone I've known for 10 years. And I go, there's something that tells me, no, don't place your trust there. So it's like, where are we placing our trust? There was a person, I've shared this story before, in a practitioner training class I did years ago, and she said, this guy she was dating, she was like, oh, every time I keep believing I can't trust him. I keep believing I can't trust him. I keep believing I can't trust him. I keep thinking I can't trust him. And it's like, well, what's your question? Because somehow she was thinking, if I'm a good person, I should be able to trust him. And yet, everything in her was telling her, this person doesn't deserve your trust. So we have to trust ourselves, and we have to trust our connection to the divine. So living this contemplative life, living this life from a place of contemplation, is where we're constantly living from the inside. We're constantly checking within, and we're seeing life through the eyes of a divine lens. Everything we see through a divine lens. So therefore, we're full of wisdom. We are full of so much wisdom, each one of us. Yes? Yes. Full of wisdom. Not full of it. We are filled with divine wisdom. So I love that in being centered in our divine nature, I love that it is not dependent upon anything going on in the circumstances and conditions of life. Our peace does not depend on anything going on out there. Our joy does not depend on anything going on out there. This process of grieving, while it has thrown me off, definitely thrown me a curveball, it's definitely had me For those of you who may not have heard that my mom passed, I think I said that a little while ago. It's a process in this human experience to go through grief. And I am one, as you know, who says, feel your feelings. And so I've been very present to those emotions, very present to those feelings. And yet, the joy that I speak of, that my joy is still there, is not an emotion. It is that abiding in the presence of the divine right where I am. It's an abiding joy, right? It's not dependent upon anything going on in the world. And so, how many of you know we can hold two things at once? We can hold that. We can be in our abiding joy and be grieving at the same time. It's why I like what Thich Nhat Hanh talked about, bringing a smile to our face as a spiritual practice. Bring a smile to our face as a spiritual practice. So in any situation, in other words, we could bring a smile to our face regardless of what is going on. For me, what that does is it reminds me in every situation that I have choice. Not necessarily choice about what's happening, right? But that I have choice about how I'm going to perceive it, how I'm going to approach it, how I'm going to be with it. I am absolutely at choice. So it's been a beautiful dance to walk with grief and still be centered, still feel the fullness and the presence of the divine right where I am, still be in the fullness of joy right where I am, and yet hold this space also of what is hurting, what is healing, what is being shifted in me, what is being reconstructed in me, right? Because a big relationship is now changed. Not gone, but changed. I really want us to learn in this community more about grief, and more about loss, because it is a big part of life, yes? It's a big part of life. And those who go through the grief support group, where we go through a whole process, a whole 8-week process, we really do a lot of teaching around what grief really is and dispel a lot of myths so that we can be with our grief as opposed to shoving it down, as opposed to I'm not going to face it, I'm not going to deal with it. We can be with it and also at the same time realize I am not that grief. Like I am experiencing that grief, but I am not that grief. For me, that's how I hold the two. I can hold the joy because the joy has never left me. Yes? The joy has never left. So in this practice of contemplation, where we start each day so centered, so present, so aware of the presence within us as our very life and being, then we're not shaken by the things of life. Nothing can take us off course. Nothing can take our joy away from us. Nothing can take our peace away from us, even as we experience the difficulty sometimes of this life. So the invitation today is to approach this life with eyes wide open, but the eyes that are wide open are the eyes of spirit, are the eyes of being centered in your divinity, so that you're seeing the truth of all that is and not being swayed this way and that way by the various circumstances and conditions of this life that we live. Thank you so much for listening today and being here. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. We're going to hear from our wonderful choir again, the Joyful Waves Choir.
Thank you, everyone, so much. Let's give it up for the Joyful Waves Choir and our Sunshine Kids. Thank you so much.
Joyful Waves Choir, along with the Sunshine Kids Club. All right. Ah, so beautiful. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. We've come to that time of conscious giving. Thank you for the ways that you give to this community. Look at Dan doing double duty today, being in the choir. Now he just switches hats and he's doing the ushering and he's on the board now. Thank you so much, Dan. We've got Bob and Mary Lou and Linda here. Let's give them some love as well. So thank you for the ways that you give. Many ways to give. You can text to give 424-379-3733. You can go to the website, redondocsl.org/donate. You can use the QR code, which also takes you to the website, but just by bringing it into your camera, and boom, there you are at the website. So thank you for the ways that you give. Thank you also to all of you online for your gifts as well. And let us do our affirmation together. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper all those who give and all those who receive. I rejoice in the sharing of my good, and I release my gift with love, and so it is.
Grateful for the morning, grateful for the sunlight.
Carver, Jean-Louis Boudreau. I love the combo. I love the duet, their little duet there with Josette and Jean-Louis. That was wonderful. Well, let's stand up and do some prayer because you all pray so well. Your voices are so powerful when you speak your word. So I'm going to invite you, if it's okay, if it's comfortable, to repeat after me. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life right now. As such, I, Gregory, speak my word. It is a word of power. It goes forth to multiply that which I speak. So I declare that there is a place within me of infinite wisdom, infinite intelligence, infinite power, infinite creativity. So I step into that flow. My life unfolds from that truth. So all in my life unfolds with perfect divine order and timing. My life is good. My life is very good. For this I am grateful. And I release this word. I let it be. It is done. And so it is. Yes. All right. Good job. Good job. So let's join hands. We'll sing the peace song. Practitioners, ministers, come on up here on the stage. Come on up. We're going to sing it all different ways.